Good morning, you're speaking to Rory Paddock at picksfromthepaddock.co.uk, live on Facebook, Twitter and YouTube, with not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 selections for you this Tuesday. I know it's a little bit late. The first selection runs in just over an hour, so without further ado, it's time for Tuesday's version of today's tips. Good afternoon indeed, it is me, Rory Paddock, live for picksfromthepaddock.co.uk with a plethora of selections this Tuesday. Hopefully, selections that we're going to be able to bash those bookies with. So without further ado, let's get cracking with my first selection of the day this Tuesday. And it comes over at Sedgefield in the National Hunt Sphere. And it is, in just over an hour's time, the 1:16. There's a quartet of course and distance winners that are lining up in this race, and the current favourite, Norton Thorpe Legend, looks the one to be on. Champion jockey Brian Hughes jumps aboard Rebecca Menzies' charge after claiming third here at Sedgefield last time out. Was well fancied last time, was actually the favourite, and can atone for that defeat when third. In this race here, the 1:16 at Sedgefield, Norton Thorpe Legend, the one to be on. We have to wait a little while, just under 2 hours after that, and we have to head on over to Punchestown for their 3 o'clock race. All About Joe has been really heavily backed into now red hot favourite, but as a 5-race maiden, I have to feel he's worth taking on in what looks a really competitive race. Second on their only start, you've got Meet and Greet, deserves the utmost respect, but returns after a 113-day absence, and as such has a question mark in regards to their fitness. So I'm left with Cool Born Lad. That's the one for me. Represents one of Ireland's premier yards in the form of trainer Noel Mead. Third less than a fortnight ago. You can certainly improve upon that and wouldn't need to produce much more to finish in the frame. So in the 3 o'clock, Punchestown, Coolborn Lad, that's the one there. Just 7 minutes later, and I'm hoping that Rose's Poses has enough in the locker to claim her first career success in the 3:07 at Southwell. Dan Skelton has his horses going really well of late, and she did well when making her seasonal return at Market Raisin. Likely to come on for that run, should prove much fitter this time around. And although this race looks very competitive, she's capable of shaking off her maiden tag in the 3:07 at Southwell. That's Rose's Poses. Again, another race in quick succession. We return to Sedgefield. They're 3:16, and I'm going to be siding with the current short-priced favourite, Dobrin. I understand that they're giving £7 away to their rivals, but trainer Sam Thomas is on absolute fire, operating at around a 66% strike rate at the moment. His unbeaten charge looks to potentially have a touch of class, and if they're going to fulfill that sort of promise that they showed in their first run, then they should be able to dispatch of a field of this nature. Northern Falcon is probably the one I fear most, despite Tardry's second place run last time out. It's Dobrin, short price favourite, 3:16 at Sedgefield. There we go there. And last but by no means least, we have to wait until the evening meeting at Wolverhampton, where in the 8 o'clock, Shepherd's Purse is a horse that I tipped a couple of starts back when the 8-year-old finished 4th at Chelmsford. Now £4 lower since that run, and returns to the scene of his most recent success. Waited to go close. Ruth Carr's charge has been heavily supported in the market, and he's been backed in from as big as around 18-1 into now 15-2. Big each way chance. Shepherd's Purse in the 8 o'clock at Wolverhampton. To round off my 5 selections for Tuesday, run through those really quickly now. We've got Norton Thorpe Legend in the 1:16 at Sedgefield, Coolborn Lad in the 3 o'clock at Punchestown, Rose's Poses in the 3:07 at Southwell, Dobrin in the 316 at Sedgefield. And our last selection of the day, and my last selection of the day, the 8 o'clock at Wolverhampton, Shepherd's Purse. As always, if you can get 5-1 or bigger, I'd urge you to back them each way. Thanks for any likes, comments and supports. And make sure that you have that little bit of extra sprinkling of luck. So good luck if you follow.